Good morning, everybody, or it might be afternoon by the time we air this. Please welcome Adette. She's here to join me for Casual Caffeinated Conversations. Thank you so much, Adette, for joining me. How are you today?
I'm great, and thank you for inviting me. It's awesome.
Great. I'm just going to explain Casual Caffeinated Conversations really quickly. This is just to jump online and to keep the conversation going about mental health. And then every month we'll do a recap of what words we need to look at, what narratives we need to change. And I'm so excited because it's so simple to keep this conversation going. And it's just ordinary people having the conversations, which is what needs to happen instead of hearing from this expert and that expert. Let's hear from everyday people. And I'm super excited for you to join me, Jet, because you've been in a space that's full of youth for so long, and you've watched people grow and change, and you're still walking alongside everybody, which is really important. So thank you so much for the work that you do.
Oh, thank you so much, Krista. I really love what I do. A lot of involvement with the Girl Guide organization, and really it's an important part of who I am.
Yeah, I think it's just fabulous. So let's start. We're going to start with a game.
Excellent.
I'm going to say one word, and then you say the first word back that you think of. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Community,
Now,
friendship,
you,
mountains,
lakes.
Harry Potter.
Oh, magic.
Oh, that's good.
Everything magic.
Happiness.
Joy.
Good. And mental illness.
Oh, health, whole being.
Yes, perfect. I like that whole being. That's a good one. We'll write that one down for the board. Okay, this is the next question. You can only give a one-word answer. Okay, why is mental health such a hard, scary, uncomfortable topic to talk about?
Shame.
Mm-hmm. Now, why? Why do we feel such shame around mental health?
Because we attribute it to being bad. Something's wrong and broken, and we have to let our guards down and be open in order to talk about it. But there's so much shame that it's hard to let those borders down.
Which is so bad, right? Like, we've built up mental health to be shameful, and we were taught that it was shameful. You're crazy, or there's something wrong with you. And now we have to go backwards to fix that, right? And it's really challenging because we really do have to change the narrative around the whole topic of mental health before it cannot be shameful.
Absolutely. And the thing is if you have an episode of mental health issues, or you have a lifelong history of mental health issues, it doesn't define who you are. No. You are not that which you are being the label is. You suffer or experience that, but it's not who you are.
No, and it's so funny because when somebody has cancer or heart disease, they are not their cancer and they're not their heart disease. They are dealing with the challenges of that and going through that, but it does not define them. And we need to start changing the narrative around mental health. So it's not a definition of who somebody is, period, which makes it. And once we get that out of our heads, we'll be able to look at mental health as a whole, as part of our health. Okay, ready? We're gonna keep going?
Yes, absolutely.
Someone ask for help when they don't know how to ask for help.
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah. How can somebody ask for help when they don't know how to ask?
That's a really tough one. It's about being vulnerable, the willingness to be brave, to be vulnerable, and just ask. And you are strong because you can ask. You are brave because you can ask.
Yep. So we need to repeat that, right?
Yeah.
You are brave because you can ask for help. So be brave. And you have to tell yourself that every single day. Today I can do it. Even if it's reaching out to one person and saying, I need to talk. Can you please listen? Period.
Yeah.
They don't talk that day, but at least they've said they needed to talk.
Yeah. And recognize that we all have the ability to be brave each and every day.
Yeah.
And we don't have to step far outside of our box, our comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
To be brave. Just put your tippy toe out. Like just put your tippy toe out, because tomorrow you're going to put, more of your foot out and more of your foot out. And pretty soon you're going to recognize that you're actually standing outside of the box, and you've grown and you've gotten the support that you needed to take even bigger steps.
Yeah. And it's to take the little steps, right? One tiny step at a time, and then we can keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Now, if you could change the narrative around one word or one line, what would you change the narrative around?
It's mental health isn't just your head, it's your whole body.
Yeah.
This is whole health. Our head is not disconnected from the rest of our body. Our body is not disconnected from our head.
I like that one.
We need to connect it all and know that it is all the same.
I like that. That's really good. Now, my word for the year is action. And that's one of the reasons that we're doing these casual caffeinated conversations. What is your word?
Joy.
Why?
Because when I'm in a place of joy, there's energy and excitement. Now, I choose a word that has emotion. So lots of people choose different words. I choose an emotion word because when there is emotion, there is energy, and energy puts me into action. So I can choose action, but I don't feel the excitement to do anything with action. But when I say joy, I'm like, oh, that's exciting. What's going to bring me joy today? And that puts me into action.
And that's perfect, right? I picked action because we all talk about change. We all talk about doing all of this stuff. And then we make a post on social media and it stops there. Well, we talk about it, so that must be action, but I just totally think it's not. And then the last time we talked, you had said to me, and what emotion goes behind that, which thank you, that's really meaningful. So the action and the emotion need to go together. So I picked excitement because you're right. You do need to feel something to move forward. And if you have that emotion, then it drives you. So I love it. I love the word joy. And I love that you picked it based on emotion because it helps get you going forward. It's so fun. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Joined together at one point to go over all of the words and to talk again. So thank you so much for joining me on Casual Caffeinated Conversations. And I will see you next time.
Thank you so much. Take care.